let us now create the final method, which is update the task. So we want to ensure that we can update the task, but to do that first we need to load the data, that is the task title and the task description, and then we can be able to edit it. So for that, I'm going to create a method void update task. So first of all, we are going to create text editing controller. I'm going to call it title controller is equals to text editing controller and pass the text to widget.task.title. And I'm going to do the same for the description. Description controller equals to description here, like that. So I'm going to show dialog. So this is going to take the context and then it's going to return an alert dialog. So here the icon const icon icons.edit, I'm going to set a color of colors.green and I'm going to give it a size of 60. Let me give it a 40 so that you can have enough space for these ones. You can create a title. Title is going to be your text that says update task, like that. You can have style app styles dot normal text type. We can set content. The content is going to be a column. Main axis size to main axis size dot min. Main axis alignment to center. Children going to have a text field. Controller is going to be a title controller. Decoration, input decoration, sorry. So you can have label text to title, like that. And we can have it as a const. And then we can create the other text field for description. And by the way, we can add a functionality for changing the priority as well, but I'm not going to do that in this video. That is something that someone can improve as well. Okay, so finally I'm going to add actions. So they are going to be inside of row with children. So this row, I'm going to give it a main axis alignment of center. So the children of this row, first we have an elevated button, and the child is a text that says cancel, that has a style of app styles dot normal text style, and this is going to have a context dot pop just to remove the alert dialog altogether. Let me add commas here and save it. I'm going to try and call this inside of this container here. So I'm going to call it here and save. So if I try to click this, as you can see, we have that. I made a mistake here. The title controller for this one should be the description controller, like that. I'm going to add a sized box here with a width of size config of 20, and then I'm going to create another elevated button. I'm just going to copy this and paste it here. On this one I'm going to call update, and what happens here is that we now get the new title, string new title equals to title controller dot text, and we can also get the string new description equals to description controller dot text. We can also get the user ID by watching or by using ref.read, since we are inside the button. So ref.read the current user provider dot ID, like that, and therefore we can now create a new task. So final new task equals to task. So for the title, we are going to set this to new title, For the description, we're going to set this to the new description. For the priority, we're just going to return the one that we had because I'm not going to change that. So widget.task.priority. We're also going to set the same ID because we don't want to alter the ID of this task. So widget.task. No, it's widget.task.id. Also is complete. We are going to retain the value that was there. So widget.task. is complete, but the date is going to change to date time .now.toString. So with that, we get a new title, a new description, the same priority, the same ID, and a new date. So finally, with that, we can now update the task. Firestore controller provider .notifier .update the task. So we're updating the task with the new task. The user ID, and the task ID is widget task.taskid.id, like that. And then once that is done, we can context.pop. So let us minimize this and let me try to edit this task. So when I click on this edit, I should get this task 1. So let me edit it to something like task 2, for example. Let me click on update. So as you can see, it has updated successfully, but the values that remained, like the ID, is complete and all the other values remain the same other than the date and what we have just edited.